I had another question recently. It was from a fellow band director here locally, and it was how do I get my brass players to be able to play in the upper register more easily without giving them so many complicated exercises? I think what happened is she was running into so many pedagogies and things like that where the exercises were in different keys. The arpeggios were a little more challenging, or there's a bunch of leaps and things. I really don't know what it is, but I have seen that as well. And sometimes the music they have, especially going into marching band season, the music's not difficult, but the range might be difficult for the trumpet players especially. And how do you solve that issue without, having your students spend so much time learning more techniques when they just need to learn the upper register technique and play, because some students, they're in band for fun and they can contribute, and they're not going to be super studious music kind of students, and that's okay. So the easy answer is just expand on what they have already. One of my favorite things to do is just expanding the scale. For trumpet, let's just do that one since I have one here and it's my primary instrument. We'll start with the E flat concert, which is the F scale on trumpet. And sometimes, especially a young trumpet player, getting to that top line F is challenging. And we'll start, let's say they top out at a C, a center staff C. So you work from there. So we just go from the F up to the C. If the D does not come out, then their setup is set up to stop or tap out at C. So the next goal is to make that C as easy to play as the F. And the easiest way I know is to have them to play as softly as possible, because what that does is get the finesse here of the lips, and they will feel a tingling sensation of the lip and the smallest part of the lip vibrating, and get that C to come out with so little effort. And then the D is just right above it, but you tell them very little effort. Make it as comfortable as possible. And you just keep doing that until they get comfortable. It is a process. Don't try to do that all in one day. And eventually the top line F will come out. Again, they have to be comfortable. Once they're comfortable, this becomes motor memory, or muscle memory as we would call it, these fine motor skills, and they're able to work with that. Songs that they know. Another good one is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It's just an octave jump. Just something easy to get them used to that. Things that they can just do. The Clark studies, I like that. Now some of them can be kind of tricky, but do an easy one like the one in F and have them do it slow. And then add the scale at the end of it. Okay. Then once they learn something like that, again, you teach them to make it easy by blowing easy, and then they can start working on the octaves. And for me, and I also teach my students, that upper register one was as easy as the. It's just trying to find the most efficient way to do it. It's experimentation. I can't give a one-size-fits-all answer because everybody's different how they play, their dental structure, their oral cavities. Some people will use more tongue compression. Some people will use more diaphragm compression. Some will use more embouchure. It's a balance. You have to find the balance between those. And the students, I always tell them, play soft so you can find it. And once you find it, get used to it, and then you can add a little more volume to it. That's probably what happens a lot is they just go at it, really hard and super loud, and when they play loud too soon, their embouchure say this is your embouchure, can't hold the air resistance back, and it pushes into the mouthpiece, and then you have to take the mouthpiece and jam it back in your face to push it in again to help for the resistance. And that's where you get the little power rings here. And yeah, people get tired. So no, it's all about finesse and playing easy, making it easy as possible. And that's my advice for that. So you don't have to get into these complicated exercises to find it. Just play what you can and then expand on it little by little. Okay? Hope that helps. Good luck.